Yes, I'm squinting because it is indeed a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's so beautiful outside that I have been inspired to do some yard work and pot some flowers. I'm going back to my natural flowers this year. Definitely want to accent the porch a little bit more. Put some on that chair there, maybe get a hanging one for over here, finish mulching. I'm excited about that. So I actually have some potting soil in my trunk here because I'm going to pot a few plants that are going to go on the front porch, maybe some on the deck. I'm excited. I took a break from real flowers last year, some of you will remember, and so we're returning, coming back with them. Last week I got 10 bags of mulch, black mulch. Got them from the Home Depot. They were on sale, 5 for 10. It wasn't enough. My mom was actually here and she put down what you see, but in the back here, there's some more that needs to be mulched. So we're gonna do that after we get back. And then I'll show you in the sunroom the pots that we're going to use to pot some plants. So we're excited. Stay tuned. Let's see what we're gonna do today. All right, guys, so we're in the sunroom, and these are some pots that I've had. These pots are weird. Like, the only thing about these pots, like, they don't have holes in them, so I feel like I need to drill them. That's part of the problem. But these are some pots I already had. This is the pot, this is a flower that I had outside, remember, from the deck? But look what's happening to it. It's like the roots are coming up. It needs to be repotted. And that's why I got some potting soil so it can like stand up again. But I feel like I need a bigger pot. I'm not sure if this would work. I also have another one of those outside. I have this one here. This plant, it has this weird thing where it just grows to die. It's an amaryllis, and it's a really cool plant, but it just has weird things. That's gonna stay inside. Anyway, I also have these two planters that I wanna put on the front porch. So I'm gonna be looking for plants that can go in here. And I'm going to do a little hack where I don't have to fill this all up with soil. Put some stuff at the bottom. Just want to make sure it can drain properly because there's only a little hole right there where water goes out. So we're going to look for plants for this. We're going to look for plants for this as well to go on the porch. And then we're going to repot that one when we get back. And we're probably going to add some more soil to this one as well. All right, enough talking. Let's get to produce junction. Hey guys, so I made it here to Produce Junction. It was so crowded. It's so crowded here. The parking lot's relatively small, so it took me like 5 minutes to even get a space. So what am I looking for? I'm not really sure. I know I have a peach wreath, so I'm looking for flowers that complement peach, I think. I do like the flowers to kind of have something, yet I do love multicolored flowers, so I don't know. I'm gonna show you what's here and hopefully we can find something that makes great potted arrangement, make something cute for the chair, and something for the two taller planters that I have. All right, let's go check it out. Sorry. 2 that I could pot. Green, you never go wrong with green. Since I can't decide on real color, may get 2 of these, $15. All right, guys, so this is what I have gotten so far. 2 of the hydrangeas. I went with this pink color, just like it. I see Dracaena, these potted plants here. There's 3 for $5.50. So I figured I could put 3 of these around here and then put one of these vines in it. Those are also 3 for $5.50. So we'll see. We'll just create something, make it work. I saw some other plants that they were bringing off of the truck, but they haven't brought them out yet. So I'm trying to wait for them to come out. Okay, so I'm done at Produce Junction. Let me tell you guys something. That took way longer than it should have. Okay, I'm the worst. All the flowers look beautiful. I was trying to get some that would last, that weren't annuals. I was trying to get something that wouldn't conflict with the reef that I have going on. So there's so many factors I was trying to consider, which made and I just am envious of those people who go there, know exactly what they're looking. They're just filling their carts with whatever they want. And I'm like, why can't I be this decisive about flowers? Like, it gives me a little bit of anxiety. It's crazy. It's like, oh, I like this, I like this. Oh, but I want to get this, and this is gonna die and not come back. And anyhow, as you saw, I got 2 ferns, which I think will look good, and the 2 planters. That keeps it very streamlined. I feel like you can't go wrong with green, right? But then I did get some hydrangeas. I did get some hydrangeas to add a little pop of pink, because I feel like you have to have pink. And I got some of those extra vine things, which I feel like just adds some dimension to whatever you're potting. I realized I didn't really get anything for my feature chair, and I'll have to figure that out because I want that to be nice. I would like to have something like hanging off of it, like something hanging off of the chair, like some type of greenery. So I just realized I had to get out of there. Like, I'm spending way too long and not getting anything, right? But anyway, we did what we had to do. We're gonna go home and plant this. I feel like this is a good foundation. And then when I go out later, I may go to some other stores. I may go to like Giant, or even Home Depot had some nice ones. I find it so hard to commit to flowers. Am I the only one out there like who struggles with this? Oops. Lord, I'm messing up already. Alright guys, so time to get to work. I realized the hose was downstairs, so just ran or trickled some water for our process. So here's all the stuff. I set up a little situation under the shade. I'm going to do the potting first. Then I'm going to spread the mulch. And we'll see. Now I want to show you guys something about these pots, because I was telling you guys before that I wanted to make sure the pots that I'm using drain the water properly. Lord have mercy, I'm sitting in one of these little... So I realized, I turned it over, and I realized that it had a little opening that you could take the thing off. I think this helps it drain. I had never done that before. So I'm hoping now that I take it off, this one, see, like that, the water can properly drain and not just kind of like sit at the bottom, because sometimes that's not good for the plant. So this is what we're going to put the hydrangeas in, along with those vines. And then we're going to put the ferns in those taller planters, and we still have to find something for the chair, but we're going to do that. You know, on second thought, I'm going to do the mulch first. Let's just get that out of the way. I didn't show you what the mulch really looked like before. So this is leftover from last year. As you can see, it's been weathered down. This is the mulch that was put out last week, and this is the mulch today. So we've already had some rain. So I don't know if the light picks it up, but this one is definitely darker. There you can see the contrast, because it has not endured the rain yet. But eventually it'll even out. So I'm just gonna finish up this spot over here, and then we'll move to our potting. Okay, all done with that. It's been filled in. Probably go smooth it out a little bit more, but that mulch is done. Still have one bag left, which we'll hold on to. And oh yeah, this potting mix. So the yellow bag I got on sale at Home Depot. I think it was 2 for $15. So that's about $7.50. Thought I was doing good for 25 quarts. But then I went to Costco and I realized they had this bigger bag, which was 50 quarts for $9 something, under $10. So I realized that this is definitely the better bargain. Miracle Grow, both are Miracle Grow. So I think what I'm going to do is save the little one for the plants in the sunroom and the deck, and use this larger one for our ferns and for our hydrangeas. All right, let's get started. Moving over to our station now. Oh, another thing I wanted to tell you guys. So with our HOA, we have a landscaping company. So you see these patches here, they came through last week and did some seeding. So see those seeds there. So we're hoping the grass will grow in there. My mom had talked about possibly like some rocks or something, but we'll see if the grass comes in. They also put mulch over here. So, all right, enough chatting. Let's get to it. Let's do the hydrangeas first, because that's probably most labor intensive, and then we'll put these in those. All right, guys, so I heard about this little hack where you put, if you want to like not waste so much of the potting soil, you put a little lining of like plastic bags that you can help elevate. That's not a lot. That way there's not so much dirt in the pot. So I just decided to grab a few bags, say we'll try it. All right, guys, so we put some of the potting soil down there. We put the hydrangeas there. We put our vines, 3 of them, kind of in an even space around it. And now I'm just gonna fill it with the potting soil around it, just to make sure it's nice and deep enough. But I'm comfortable with the height. I think it'll look nice. So we're gonna do that now. Just filling in the potting soil. All right, guys, so I've put in the potting soil. I have gloves on, gloves off. I don't know about you guys, but I just like to feel what I'm doing sometimes. You know, I know it means my hands are gonna get dirty. So I'm trying to just make sure I have enough, because I know based on looking at my other plants that I need to repot. Sometimes I don't put enough potting soil, but I think this looks good. I may put a little bit more and then we'll water them together, but I'm cool with this. The vines are vining. They kind of have a mind of their own, which is fine. I think it just gives a little dimension to the pot. So now let's just do the same thing with the other one. All right, pretty, these 2 are done. Like I said, we'll water them. Now it's time to grab our ferns. And I'm going over by the tree simply because there's more shade there. I never really do this stuff on the front. I usually do it on the deck, but I decided it would be easier to transport it to the porch if I did it in the front yard. So that's what we're doing. Ferns are here, and then we have to get this. All right, you guys think these ferns are gonna fit in here? You think so? This is a little bit of a box. You can put a circle into a square, right? We're gonna find out today. Let's get it, let's go. The good thing about these, looking at the height of this and the height, let's look at it together. We only need just a little bit more potting soil, which is great because it's kind of deep already. So I'm just gonna put some in the bottom, take these out, put them in here, and hopefully everything looks good. Let's do it. Guys, they are in there nice and snug, so I'm happy about that. Whew. One of them took me a little shake, but using the holes on the side I was able to get it out. So now we're going to go place these in the planters, see how they look. Got a little weight to them, so hopefully this will be okay. Sorry, I wasn't even showing you, but just snapped my finger. Okay. It's giving. It's giving. Yay. I like it. All right, well, we're going to start putting things together so we can show you our semi-finished product. Once we find something for there, we'll feel like we're finished. But let's work with what we have for now. Uh-oh. Injury. Injury. Got a little blood here. When I was dropping that thing in there, it kind of pinched me. But it's okay. Wash it off, we'll put a Band-Aid on it. But let's clean up this front yard, get things in order. so we're back inside because this is the wreath that I bought last year. I still love it. And I want to put it on. This is the peach I was trying to get. I actually forgot how light the peach was. All right, so this is what's there now. It's kind of a little beat up. Probably wouldn't be bad, but the flowers, what we're going for. So we're going to swap it out. Little greenery. Ouch, just nicked my thumb again. I'm gonna put that up here. And then I'm gonna bring the rest of the flowers and we'll see what we have so far. Oh, I'm gonna take this up. I don't think this goes, I just never took it. We're gonna sweep the porch, leave this here because it's floral season. Sweep the porch and then put the flowers. So this is not technically the look I was going for, but it could work. So the thing about our front porch is that we have this part, which is our formal living room, that juts out a little bit, so the front porch is not flat in the front. So unless we're putting those two tall things on the end, it doesn't really work well for symmetry. But they felt so disjointed from the mat and the wreath that I felt like maybe we could do this arrangement, which is not really symmetrical per se, but has very similar color scheme. Let me know what you think. And then I don't need to find anything from the chair. I feel like I need another wreath, but we're gonna work with it. The only thing I really need now is I do want a hanging plant. I wish I had kind of gotten another hydrangea for over there just to keep the continuity, but now I know what I need. But I like it. I like the way the ferns look. Although I do want to, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit. Give it a little bit of life. Did I water that one? I think I did. But yeah, it kind of looks cute. Warm and inviting. Not mad at it. Go ahead. All right, guys, we're back inside. Now that we're done with that, and we still have some potting soil left, we're gonna go out here on the deck and add some of the potting soil here. I don't have a larger container for that yet, so we're just going to try to at least cover the roots so that it can be stable again, and just add a little bit more. This one I won't take outside because we're not really trying to keep it outside, even though this one scared me, the way it reacted to all that heat. But I'm gonna take it outside again, add some potting soil to this, leave it in here, take that outside, and then we'll be done with our potting mix for the day. potting soil in there. It only makes sense that you would have to do this more frequently. So these things will just break off naturally and will continue to flourish. So mom tells me I need to lift the flowers in the front a little bit more. So we're gonna go add a little bit more potting soil to them, and then we'll be done with that. Come on, potting soil. Got a little bit more work to do. Now, I will say this big bag from Costco, you saw all the plants that it allowed me to pot. 50 quarts, under $10. Definitely a deal. All right, so she felt like the hydrangeas were a little low. So we need to lift them up and then we'll be done. Okay, so I raised them up. I think that does look a little bit better. Thanks, Mom, for the tip. That didn't take much. So not too bad. All right, guys, so I just moved this one in front of this one instead of being beside it. And I moved this one over so that it's not blocking the flowers in the chair. I feel like that might be a little better. Subtle difference, but could work.